Clean and yap with me. It is the courthouse in Germany. I had just been in France 1.5 years. Accomplishing kind of year for me. This is my year 2024 in review, and a very, very Merry Christmas to all of you. It's the 24th of December and it's Christmas Eve. I almost wanted to say Christmas Day because for me it's kind of, in my head it's saved Christmas Day, but it's Christmas Eve. For you, for me it's the 20th of December, to be all honest. So I'm preparing this video right now and I wanted to just review my year with you guys. And for this I found a really cute kind of thing to do. I have selected 12 photos from each month one, and I will be just reflecting on those photos, speaking of the memories from each month, trying to keep it kind of short and conversational while I'm cleaning out my cabinets, because I think I did tell you in the last video that it's a Polish tradition to deep clean your house, or at least in my family, to deep clean your house before Christmas. So that's what I'm doing right now. I want to go through all the cabinets in the kitchen, just empty them out, throw out stuff, and also just like check whatever's there still, and just really reorganize a bit and clean. So that's what I'm gonna do with you while we talk. Got a cushion to sit down, not to be cold. I just deep cleaned the floor actually. This is the first cabinet. So let's start taking things out. And before I get into that cabinet, I'm gonna unlock my phone. I'm gonna show you the very first picture. So you can see the picture here, and this is January 2024. I first laid out the new kind of peel and stick tiles that I put down in my personal bathroom. This was the start of this transformation. I think it took like January, February to do it. Just also to give you a bit of context, in France we've had a lot of the strikes as well going on at that time about the retirement system, and the president actually said that people should retire at 64 instead of 62, what it was in France before. So there were a whole lot of strikes going on. I think there was a lot of relief around Europe, especially because the energy costs kind of were going down. It was really crazy in that winter. Luckily it wasn't it still felt like a really cold winter, I have to say. For cleaning, I'm gonna use these Everdrop ones because I really like the Everdrop cleaners. I'm not sponsored in any way by them. If you want to sponsor me, go ahead, please, because I use your cleaners all the time. Can only recommend them. They're so good, and they save you a lot of space in your cabinets because basically it comes in little sachets and you mix it yourself. So yeah, that transformation was like one of the big makeovers of 2024. I really kind of thought that you could do a lot with just transforming a bit, like nothing. I didn't have the budget to do like a whole bathroom remodel, but already changing up everything, basically the tiles, painting the tiles, then painting the walls and everything, and just freshening everything up, and then doing this big cabinet transformation where I took the cabinet and it was like this plasticky white with marble, and to give it this wood structure with this fake wood thing, it was just, it gave me life. Let's move on to February. February, you could already feel in France the things going all Olympics. It was like going crazy. And this is the picture that I have for February. And this is my friend Mandy, and a big supporter of the channel, of myself, of my ideas, of all the things that I believe in. A big shout out to Mandy, who's also watching the channel, and her husband as well, Bill. They've been such an immense help and so supportive, and so, I don't know, they are such amazing people, and I'm so grateful to have them as friends in my life. So that's why I chose this picture, because I'm very grateful to have Mandy and Bill in my life, and I'm really happy that we keep on building this friendship and we keep on spending time without, you know, it's not, there's nothing forced about it. And I remember that we talked a lot in that February. We always talk a lot. I mean, we go on walks and we talk, and we kind of, Mandy is a very reflective person and she loves to reflect on life and things that happened, and I do too. So it's really nice to just like exchange that. And do I need it? I say no. I think I was really worried about the whole chateau heating situation because it was just so cold in February somehow. I mean, not somehow, it is a very cold month here. I mean, very cold. Not in comparison with other things or other places, but it's already cold enough to feel cold, especially if you have to heat a medieval chateau. March marked the protest against the rising living costs and living expenses in France, and also severe storms hitting the south of Europe and all of Europe. But it also was very transformative for yours truly because of the picture you're seeing here. Now you can guess why or what it is. It is the courthouse in Germany, in Düsseldorf. March was the month I got my divorce finalized, which wasn't like, divorce always sounds like there's something that happened that was so horrible, but actually I do not have anything horrible to say about my divorce because it was very reflected. It was very human. It really didn't feel like we were good. I went to Germany and we were talking to one another and everything was fine. So actually, but it did feel like there was a big chapter in my life that was closing and that was ending. So it did feel a bit like, not overwhelming in a sense, but it was a big step for me also. It finally kind of like emancipated me somehow, if you can say that. I'm not really sure how to put it, but it really did. I think it was good that this chapter closed in March and that I could move on. Although I'm still in contact with my ex-husband and we're doing good and we're talking to one another and everything's fine. It's just, I think it was really necessary for the both of us to have a really final end to that chapter. So in April, we went to Paris for my birthday, which was something that I really wanted because Alexi got us tickets to see Paris Opera Ballet in Don Quixote, really fun ballet at Opéra Bastille. There was no ballets going on around my birthday in Palais Garnier. I think they were doing Giselle a bit later, but I really wanted to go on my birthday somehow. I don't know, it felt something. I'm not a big birthday celebrator, but that year I really felt like, or this year, I really felt like I wanted to do something a bit more special, if you can say. So yeah, it was the highlight of my trip, and the picture that I chose is because I didn't take many pictures, but this one was from the flower market in Paris and I just really loved it. It was so vibrant. Yeah, I'm gonna link all the episodes down below also that resemble the stations, because sometimes the vlog also caught all of this. So I'm just gonna make a playlist of my year in review 2024 and you can just watch that playlist if you'd be interested in that. May! Oh, May! This picture. I mean, May is the month where everything starts to grow and all the irises come out, and it's just such a beautiful month to be here in rural France. And it's usually the month really where I had planted the irises in front of the well a year after I got here, so the summer 2023. Yeah, I think so. Summer 23, we planted them, or I planted them, and they were coming out and everything. I was so happy. It was so beautiful. And we had some really nice day in May, but unfortunately at one point the weather just fell apart. I was really happy because also May, my friend Frauke came, and the weather was really like, she doesn't like the heat too much, but also she didn't want rain, so it's kind of that like, oh, you know, kind of hard. I have a visitor coming. Non, 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 tu restes là. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Tu me laisses ranger ça? Ouais? That's when we also went to Ile de Ré, and it was really nice. It was a really nice little vacation, although I still had to do quite a lot of things around that time. It was still nice to just have a friend with you and spend some time together and talk, and you know, I think I was really tired already by that time because I was really pushing through and doing so many things. We have arrived in the middle of the year in June. And this is the photo. So June marked the very first time I actually did a yoga retreat, or I hosted a yoga retreat at the Chateau, which was a big step for me and the Chateau because it was something I had never really done. It was a really small retreat, but everyone enjoyed it so much, and we had so much fun, and I had so much fun cooking, and that's when I discovered that I really like doing retreats or hosting retreats, because if I have someone giving a class or something, occupying the guests as well, and it's not all me, then I actually have time to like cook great meals, to have fun, to actually, you know, concentrate on the things that I love doing. So it was really a lot of fun doing this retreat. And I'm also hosting a retreat next year, so there's still some spots left. If you want, there's an early bird before the end of the year. After the end of the year, it's gonna be more. If you feel like coming to a yoga retreat, treating yourself, then you're very welcome to. This is the messiest cabinet of all. Let me show you. All the insides of this cabinet. All the little pots. And that's all the stuff that I got rid of. Because it's just too much, too many things. Just too many little pots, you know, that I don't really use. And I keep them because I think like, oh, for making confiture, or what do you call it, marmalade. But yeah, then the small ones are too small. While I stack up, that's the next photo, and we're in July. So July was the festival. The first time I had organized a dance festival. Isn't it absolutely crazy? And it was so well received. It's just, until this day, I'm mind blown that I just pulled this off. And I did have help, absolutely. I couldn't have done it without the help of like many people, especially Mandy and Bill and Alexi, who had done so many things for the festival and was really supportive of me doing this and helped me with a lot of things. I had just been in France 1.5 years and I managed to pull off a dance festival. So it was one of those really proud achievement moments. And sometimes I really forget that all of the things that I have built, all of the things that I had made. And also we jumped that May actually was the month that I got monetized in the end with YouTube. And this was just 2 months after this channel was a year old. So it took me about a year and something to get monetized. Till this day, super thankful for you guys to be there, to always like support my ideas, my videos, my visions for this. It's so great. It's just so great, and I can't believe that I have tripled my subscribers ever since, and I grew so much, like just number wise in 2024, and this community has grown so much, and I'm just in awe and so thankful for that. August was another month of achievement, and this is my achievement of August. I'm still so happy each time I walk into this buanderie that I made this happen and that I actually did this makeover. It was the best decision to just tackle it and go for it. I'm very proud of that achievement as well. It's crazy how many things you can achieve, right? In just such a short time. It's so good to have something clean and set up again. We have arrived in September, and September marks this picture. And this was actually our trip to the Pyrenees and my first vacation that year. I keep on referring to that year. It's this year. This year. I was super happy. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was my first time like really spending time in the Pyrenees. So I was really happy to be there, and we did so many great hikes, and I think it was far too short because we just went for 4 days, but at least we had like 4 days of vacation together, and that was already a lot for me this year. Which leads us to October, and this is the picture I have for October. October was a month of work. I had to go back to Germany for 2 weeks to work on a new production with Katja. Was it 2 weeks? What is it, a week? Can't even remember anymore. Like everything just melts into one these days. It's just incredible. And it was super cold in Germany already somehow. I mean, Germany can be everything kind of around that season, so it's really hard to really say what kind of weather it's gonna be in Germany. So it was really cold, but then again we had times where it was really warm, so it didn't really make sense. Like a lot of things in Germany, I guess. And that's just my personal opinion. We're in November, and this is the picture that I have for November for you. I mean, it's the amazingly gorgeous, beautiful Paris Opera, the Palais Garnier this time. And that's where we watched Milestones, which is my favorite ballet. And if you've watched that vlog, you will also know that I talked a lot about that, because it is my favorite ballet. I was so happy to be there in Paris, and it really felt, although we went really quickly, it really did feel like a mini vacation to me, although it was far too short and I'd like to go back very soon. But at the same time, it's also very overwhelming, and Paris is very loud and very busy, and so that's quite cool, like coming back home to the quiet. So yeah, that was quite a ride. And finally, we're reaching December, and this is my picture for December. You would have thought maybe that it's another dance kind of related picture, but I think we've just lived through it. I mean, it was just on the vlogs, so I find that this is very accurate, but this is the feeling that I wanted for December. That's exactly what I was longing for in December. I wanted to be home, I wanted to enjoy it, I just really wanted some quiet time, and I have really found it now. Also, even just like cleaning everything out and things like this and taking my time is already doing me so good, and just having the time to think about it, you know, and just giving myself the actual time and space to kind of review the year, also with you guys in it. We are going to do a 3-part series actually about this, and we're starting with my year in review, then we're moving on to how much I earned on YouTube and how YouTube also changed my approach to a lot of things, and just like the whole behind the scenes look on YouTube. And then the third one is going to be the outlook onto 2025. They will be releasing on my normal schedule, so you'll actually won't really have a break as I have, because I will be pre-producing all of these videos now to have a little downtime between Christmas and the New Year. But for you, nothing is actually changing, and I have changed my mind on that, because I was thinking to really not release any videos in between. But I think now I'm really motivated to share all this information with you, and I would like you to be part of it. So as this really special thing, we're just gonna keep on going until we change up the schedule of the videos. This video is airing on the 24th as you are watching right now. Then the next video is airing on the 27th of December, and the last of this 3 mini-series, as you would call it, is airing on the 31st of December, right before the new year begins. So this year has been a very transformative and very accomplishing kind of year for me. Although sometimes when I think back, or sometimes when I see video statistics, I'm like, oh well, but that video didn't do so well, and that video, and so many people are not viewing this stuff, and or I'm like, oh, this video doesn't, you know, this doesn't maybe resonate with everyone, and or how can I do better? I'm constantly striving for better, which is good, but also sometimes it can be in the way, and my perfectionism can be in the way, and my wanting to overachieve can be in the way. So I think I have started to see that I need to take a step back and to avoid burnout, and I need to appreciate the growth I have, and I need to appreciate all the things that I do, and to see that I actually do quite a lot and I achieve a lot for being just one person and mostly doing everything myself, or doing everything myself. Because when it comes to YouTube and social media and all my presence here, I am a one-man show. I am the website designer, I am the shop administrator, I am the editor, I am the cameraman, I am the person in front of the camera, I am the person thinking about everything, I am designing everything. I am everything you see that is coming from me, basically. So I really need to cut myself some slack. I think that's what I want to take into 25. But I will go into more detail about 2025. Thank you all for watching and cleaning out the cabinets with me. I still haven't finished all of it, but it was really fun just having you guys around and talking to you and reviewing my year with you. I hope that you have a most wonderful Christmas with your families and your loved ones, or whoever is close to you and whoever you want to be with around this time of the year. I am wishing you the most merry, the most beautiful Christmas. I am hoping that you're well and that you have also had some time to review your year and think about things that have moved you also emotionally this year, and how you want to step forward, and to acknowledge that you have probably also achieved quite a lot this year. Thank you so much for being part of this lovely community of people, and I shall see you very soon. Bisous and à bientôt et au revoir from the Southwest of France. Bye!